Effect of the Civil War on economy. The Southern economy started at the war in very bad shape. It had lost its banking system and had no gold or silver reserves. The Confederate government charged taxes in 1864, but by that time it was much too late. With money flooding the market, its value fell dramatically, and horrendous inflation hurt the Confederate War from beginning to end. With so many family members away fighting in the war, much of the southern agricultural land was left insufficiently farmed or alone. The South then could not manage to feed both the people and the soldiers. Food was scarce throughout the war, and by the end, parts of the South suffered from extreme starvation. The final dissolution of the Confederate Army came when men realized that their families were starving to death and left the army to try to help. Arms were also in very short supply in the South. Men had to bring their own guns, and soldiers scavenged the battlefields to take Union weapons and supplies. Soldiers also lacked simple necessities such as shoes. In fact, the quest for shoes brought the North and the South together at the town of Gettysburg, where a shoe factory was held. In the end, the South lost the war primarily because it ran out of men, money, and supplies. The Northern economy was in much better shape at the beginning of the war. In addition to having a population that was more than twice that of the South, the North had enough food to feed all of its people, including the armies. Plus, it boasted many factories that produced much of what the armies needed. The Federal Arsenal at Springfield, Massachusetts alone produced over 1 million rifles for the Army and countless rounds of ammunition. The Union armies had wagons, tents, and its factory produced blue uniforms. The North enjoyed 69% of the railroad capacity compared to only 31% of the South, and held all the currency reserves of the federal government. Despite these advantages, the government needed money, and it went to great lengths to get it. Still searching for ways to gather more money, the federal government introduced the first income tax in 1862, the Bureau of Internal Revenue, later known as the IRS. All of this worked relatively well, and the Union dealt with the rate of inflation that never topped over 80% a year, while the South suffered a rate that reached over 9,000% at the end of the war. Thank you for watching our presentation.